Hi, everyone. My name is Minori Narita. I'm a second-year master's student at the University of Massachusetts Amherst. Today, I'm going to talk about data-centric disambiguation for data transformation with programming by example. Programming by example can be a powerful tool to reduce manual work and repetitive data transformation tasks. It synthesizes programs based on user-defined examples. It is particularly useful for non-programmers since these tasks usually require coding skills to some extent. In this example, the user provides two examples, and the system fails the rest. A problem with programming by example is ambiguity. In this example, it is not clear whether the user wants the first character, 7, or the first letter, A. So, if the number of examples is not sufficient, it leaves ambiguity and causes undesirable data transformation. Flash fill is a programming by example method for syntactic and semantic transformation. It enables users to reformat and transform unstructured data without requiring any programming knowledge. It is integrated into Microsoft Excel and is widely used, but it provides no support for disambiguation. Ambiguities can be resolved by allowing the user to directly edit the synthesized programs. FlashProg is a program-centric approach for disambiguation, where the system shows synthesized programs to the user and lets them select the one that best describes their intention. Users can also compare two programs by observing their outputs and picking a desirable one. One problem with such a program-centric approach is that it is too difficult for non-programmers to understand natural language explanations of the synthesized programs. Another problem is that it tends to synthesize too many and similar variations, and comparing all of them is tedious. We propose a data-centric interaction approach for this efficient disambiguation in programming by example systems. The system detects ambiguities, focusing on outputs rather than programs. We expect that examining program outputs will be easier and more intuitive than examining the synthesized programs. The system provides visualization and interaction tools to support efficient data-centric disambiguation. Now we will introduce our data-centric disambiguation interface. We named this interface Flash Attention. The system highlights ambiguous outputs to help the users find them efficiently. Checkboxes let users to efficiently confirm that the output is correct. Users can easily check the locations of ambiguous outputs using an enhanced scroll bar. In this demo, the user wants to extract the first letter. The user provides the first example, which is she231 to she, and presses run. The system then synthesizes the outputs. The ambiguous outputs are marked in orange. The user confirms that B is the correct answer and clicks on the checkbox. The system then updates the results. Checkboxes can confirm all the ambiguous cells having similar inputs with a single click. There are still ambiguous ones. So the user inputs A and presses run. The user confirms another input, A21, A22. The scroll bar shows that there are still ambiguous cells remaining. So the user goes there. This input does not contain any letter, so the system is confused and provides no candidate outputs. The user inputs hyphen to show that this is an anomaly case. In this way, the user could efficiently find ambiguous outputs and quickly fix them. We will explain the overview of our data-centric disambiguation approach and the difference from program-centric approaches. Given the user's input, the algorithm synthesizes programs that perform such a transformation. FlashProg compares these synthesized programs. On the other hand, our algorithm applies all the synthesized programs to each input and gets all possible output strings. The same outputs are combined, and then we get candidate outputs. If there is more than one output, the output is defined as ambiguous and it's highlighted in the interface. We did a user study to evaluate the usability of flash attention. We compared flash attention against FlashFill, which does not have functions to resolve ambiguity. We did not compare with the FlashProg because it was focusing on extracting specific parts from a large document, and it was not possible to run direct head-to-head comparison between the two systems. We recruited 26 participants for this study, and each of them performed 12 single-feature data transformation tasks taken from Kaggle and other data sources. Examples of the tasks are extracting a building number from the full address and filling a right bracket when missing. We pre-processed the dataset so that each task had the same degree of difficulty. We prepared 3 different dataset sizes to see how these interfaces help users dealing with different data sizes. This figure shows the average time required to complete one task for each dataset size. Dark colors represent the system computation time, and the light colors represent users' thinking time. The average required time using our interface was shorter for all 3 dataset sizes. This figure shows the average task error ratio for each dataset size. As in the FlashProg paper, we selected 32 representative error types that could occur during the transformation task and counted the number of error types occurred. An example of a representative error is forgetting to fix missing values. The result shows that our interface reduced the number of errors on average 4.7% compared with 15.3%. These results quantitatively show that our interface helped non-programmers could efficiently resolve ambiguity. We also conducted the post-task questionnaire to get feedback from users. For each question, the participants were asked to answer on a 7-point Likert scale. They found flash attention more efficient in completing tasks without errors, which is apparent from question C, D, and E. Question F shows that our interface helps them find incorrect outputs efficiently. Participant mentioned that highlighting was helpful in checking the transformation result and finding incorrect outputs. Some participants said that FlashFill takes time to check if all of the cells have the correct outputs. Flash attention successfully reduced this burden by presenting rich visual information about ambiguity. As result shows, flash attention was more effective in efficiently performing error-free data transformations. A limitation of our interface is that the level of trust that users can place in the visualization result depends on the programming by example performance. The output may not be correct if the user's intended program is beyond the expressiveness of the system's underlying domain-specific language. Also, some participants required more time to get used to the system than others. However, since most participants completed the task with fewer errors than those using FlashFill, we can conclude that flash attention helped non-programmers complete data transformation tasks more easily and efficiently. And this is summary. Thank you for listening.